The gloomy shadow cast over the abandoned farm seemed like a celestial reminder of its long-forgotten decay. The road leading to the farm was weathered and forgotten by society, much like the building itself. Surrounded by silence and solitude, we, two horror enthusiasts, arrived here in search of inspiration for our new project, a horror video that we hoped would be a masterpiece. The farm looked as though time had stopped here in the midst of its prosperity. The old barn, with its collapsed roof and leaning walls, seemed especially mysterious and appealing for our purposes. We parked the car at the entrance and, armed with flashlights and cameras, headed towards the abandoned building. As we climbed the old stairs, we heard something strange, a child's cry. The sound was unnaturally loud and plaintive, as if a call for help from the past. Our hearts skipped a beat, but curiosity overcame fear, and we decided to investigate the source of the sound. Entering the barn, we saw its true state of decay. Old tools, covered in dust, hung on the walls, and old crates and sacks of potatoes were scattered on the floor. At the end of the barn, we saw the silhouette of a child. He stood with his back to us, his figure blurred and unreal, like a ghost from the past. We couldn't move, as if paralyzed by fear. The child's cry continued, and then the creature suddenly turned around, its black eyes gleaming in the darkness. We heard its words, whispered and choked help. "Find me." The sound of its voice pierced us to the core. Without thinking, we rushed towards it, but as we approached, it abruptly disappeared, like smoke. We found ourselves again in the empty barn, alone and frightened. On the way back to the car, we couldn't shake the feeling that we had crossed the threshold between worlds and that there were indeed dark forces hidden on the farm. Our project turned out to be much more picturesque than we could have imagined, but on the way home we realized that some secrets are better left unrevealed, and some places forgotten.